こんにちは皆さん。今日は私の日本のアパートを見ましょうね。So today we're going to look at my Japanese apartment. It's a rather large apartment considering the price, and it's got a dryer which is amazing and rather unheard of here in Japan in terms of apartments, and it's also more of a house than it is an apartment. Please enjoy, and I hope that you learn a little bit about Japanese culture from looking at the house. And if you have any questions, please make sure to either leave them here or on the webpage that you've linked from, and I'll try to answer questions about living in a foreign country, living in Japan, and what it's like to kind of transition into a life abroad. So today I figured the first thing I should do is show you guys what I'm living in and kind of what it's like to live in Japan, at least from my perspective. And then, you know, I'm hoping soon that I'll do some videos revolving the town that I live in, what it's like at the work environment that I'm living in, without giving away any like personal details, because that'd be a batsu desu ne. But it would be really good to kind of demonstrate what it's like to live and work and learn in Japan, which is the whole point of this series of blog posts and videos. So I hope that you come with me along on the journey, and I think this is a really good place to start. Please forgive my really bad copy editing skills because I didn't do any takes. I did it all in one take, which was a really bad idea, and I will do my best not to do that again. So bear with me. Have any suggestions? Put them down below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will continue to put out content. I sound like a YouTuber already. Maybe I watched too many Let's Plays. Anyway, please enjoy, and arigatou gozaimashita. Mimashou. Okay guys, so this is the street that my house is on, right? And there's a actually pretty busy street over that way. And then this is the other street that I live in on Matsudocho. It's actually a pretty reasonable little neighborhood, right? And so this is the cluster of homes that I live in, that we rent, or that I rent. And so yes, it is a home, which is pretty awesome. So there's a big field, and if you continue to go that way, it's where I work. But as you can see here, there's a lot of stuff left over from some of the previous teachers. I mean, the Eikaiwa that I teach for has been renting this place for their teachers for at least a decade. So it's gotten a little love, that's for sure. More than a little love. So here is my jitenja, my bike. And then trash, but only if the trash gets really smelly. Otherwise, trash here, you take it out to the far corner over there. Take out trash. Oh, and the wind picked up. If it ever quits raining, I'm going to redo these pavements and make them a little easier to walk on. Okay, so here's my house, the F, which means that I'm suite F, I'm room F. And then as we step in, like all Japanese style houses, there is a genkan, right? And that means I take off my shoes. So I'm going to take off my shoes like this, put on my slippers. Ta-da! So there's my genkan and my keys and stuff, my bike key and my running belt. And this is what trash looks like here. So all trash, all non-burnable, non-recyclable trash goes into bags like this, and I take them out a couple times a week. So here it is. Here is my kitchen. I only have gas, a gas stove. I do not have an oven or anything like that. And then here is the greatest invention ever. It is my hot water heater. I am eternally grateful to this bad boy here and all of the kitchen stuff that was left to me by former teachers, right? And then sinks, for example, a lot of sinks don't have disposals. This one doesn't, so I put all my waste in here and then throw it out. Kind of gross, but you get used to it. Here's some, actually these are new that I bought because I broke a couple of my old ones, and then a couple bigger mugs because I drink a lot of tea. Pizza-ya, yum pizza-ya, and then you can see in a fridge, I've actually got a full fridge. Yay! I'm gonna make lunch here in a little bit. And a full fridge with some salad and some leftovers, some yogurt, some wine left over from the previous teacher. I need to ask her if she wants that. And then some tea and some coffee. iced coffee, milk tea, which is like my favorite thing in the whole wide world. So that's the kitchen, and then I have a table too, right? Not much on there. I don't really eat here, except here is the latest Pokemon. It's Yokai Wachi, and it is like Pokemon, except not. I got this from Pizza Ya, which at some point I'm going to do a video about the pizza here and how interesting and delicious it is. So let's do this real quick. My pantry, bento boxes, because why not? And then all of my stuff. This, by the way, was surprisingly delicious. Lychee and salt. It's completely delicious. Milk tea, hot cocoa. I found peanut butter at a store in the Fashion Cruise, which I was so grateful for to have with my apples, right? And then the potato things. I'm addicted to these potato things. They're delicious. So I just keep trying the different flavors as time goes on. Maybe I'll do a review. Anyway, in here are my trash bags, rice cooker, all of my life, bill I need to pay. My grocery store has coupons. This is for Mokuyobi and Kinyobi, which is Thursday and Friday, so I'll have to go grocery shopping one of those days. Anyway, let's go in here. So here's my washer and my dryer. It's very rare to have dryers in Japan because they're very expensive to run, and a lot of houses do not have insulation. So you won't actually, I've run this maybe twice, and it's been for towels and sheets, because towels and sheets simply don't get air dried as well, especially with how wet we've been. So typically I'll air dry something first, and then I will dry it the rest of the way in the dryer. Right, some old sink that I'm not entirely sure if it works or not. Cleaning supplies. These are face towels. It gets really humid here, so yeah. So you use those to kind of keep the sweat off of you. This is for my laundry. The laundry machine here kind of eats up unmentionables, so here is the ofuro. I'm not going to step in because it's wet. Actually, I will. Hang on. I'll step in. My awesome don't get your socks wet boots, a la Megan, the former teacher, so thank you, Megan. Right, a lot of times you will sit when you shower, so there's the shower head, and I'll turn it on, and then I will shower and sit and shower, which is, let's be honest, the greatest thing ever. Here's the ofuro, which means bath. I've not used it because, let's be honest, it looks a little gross. At some point I will probably cover it. Yeah, so that's that. Woo, my foot's stuck. There we go. So that is the shower. And then separate from the shower is the toilet. Toilet shoes. You wear different shoes when you enter the toilet because it's dirty, right? I actually have the really fancy toilet. The seat heats up when it's plugged in. Right, so there you go. And it has a sink on top, which I find really funny. And then, if I step in here, I love the setting, the water setting. The top one means chisai, which means small, and oki means big. So obviously you turn the flush knob depending on what you've done, which is kind of great in water conservation. And then as it refills the chamber for water, it refills it by running through the sink faucet, so you can wash your hands and then that wash will go into the toilet to be used again. So very water conservative. I love that about Japan. So furo. And then I have a tatami room. So this is a tatami mat, right? Very old school style, right? I have a leftover couch and some leftover futons from previous teachers and previous lives here, and then a bunch of unmentionables because this is where you dry clothes. So I've been doing my clothing here, and then I actually have the window open to kind of help my clothes get dry because they don't get quite as dry as I'd like because it's rainy right now. It has been rainy for a while. Hello, everybody! So we'll go back at the tatami room. Some people think the tatami rooms smell a little bit, and I kind of agree. They've got an interesting smell to them, but they aren't terrible, right? The other big thing here in Japan is reusable bags. This one's got my running clothes in it, but I've got this really cool reusable bag that folds up real nice and fits in my handbasket when I go shopping. So since I don't really have a viable sink, I do a lot of my dressing and stuff here. And then my day, my supplies, hair supplies, all that jazz, right there. And then my bedroom. So this is my Japanese study list. As you can see, I was actually pretty busy yesterday. And then all of my study supplies, my textbooks, all of that jazz. This is my stuff for going out, right? My cute, cute coin purse, my wallets, face wipes for my headaches. And these are really, really cool. I really like these. Probably be bringing these home as omiyage for people in the States. This is single packet use hand sanitizer. It is the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm very, very happy about it. So, here we go. Here's my bed in Cormac. Hi, Cormac. And then all of my gaming stuff, right? So when I play games in Japanese, I have a bunch of notes to take. My, oops, these are my Batman foot slippers, which are super cool, right? This is the coolest chair because this is, and it's got a heater underneath it, so in the winter I will put a blanket there, but this is my awesome to the ground executive desk chair, which is pretty cool. More leftover stuff, not entirely sure what a lot of it is. I mean, I've been through it and I've scrubbed the walls and everything, so Hitachi Naka Living Guide and some leftover things that I haven't decided yet if I may or may not throw. Gift box for someone special. Right, there's my laptop. And then there we go, that's outside. And it's been nice enough lately that I've actually just been leaving everything open. Here is my closet. The one thing I really like about this place is there's a ubiquitous amount of closet space. There's all of my clothing tucked away. And then because it is so humid here, these little packets go in with my clothing. And I will switch them out every month or so when they no longer are little beads and they're more like a big clump. Then they've absorbed a bunch of humidity and kept my clothes from getting nasty. So, there we go. I don't know if there's anything else I really need to show you, but this is what a Japanese apartment looks like. My style, of course. So I hope you guys enjoyed the look, and then keep an eye out for more videos in the future. Okay? じゃあね!